Hey guys, it's Richard here, and today we're going to be looking at the NZXT Phantom case. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the specs on the side here. So in terms of bays and expansion, we have 5 5¼ inch slots, 7 3½ inch slots, and 7 expansion slots at the back. In terms of cooling, at the front we have a 140mm fan, at the top we have 2 200mm fans, and you get 1 blue LED fan included. At the rear we have a 120mm fan, which is also included. On the side we have an option for a 200 or 230mm fan and 2 included 120mm fans. For clearance, VGA support is up to 350mm and CPU heatsink support is 180mm. And here we have the case specs. So let's have a quick look at the features here. So maximum compatibility, large heatsinks, graphics cards and EATX support. Excellent wire management, large spacing behind the motherboards to provide ample space for wire routing, which is very important. Large expandability space, 7 hard drives and 5 5¼ inch bays. 7 fan cooling options, innovative all new 5½ inch screwless system. 3½ and 2½ inch drive support on all the 7 drives, dual radiator support and quad water cooling tube cutouts on backplate, rubber PSU and case feet to reduce vibrations, extra large mesh holes for increased airflow, 5 20W per channel fan control totaling 100 watts. We've got top mounted USB audio mic and eSATA, and we also have fan LED on and off functions. Alright, so this is the front of the case here. As you can see, we've got the little NZXT logo here, and this opens a door to reveal the 5¼ inch bays there. There's 2 little magnets on the doors, one at the top, one at the bottom. So that door is not going to go anywhere without you intentionally opening it. And you can also see down the bottom here, we have a bit of mesh for the front fan. At the top of the case we've got a mesh here, and you can see we've got our 200mm fan included, and there's also that space there for the second 200mm fan. Here we have our power switch, restart and our LEDs, eSATA, 2 USB ports and your mic and audio. Over on this side we have our fan controls. So as you can see we have little diagrams here to indicate which controller corresponds to which fan, and you can use these to increase or decrease the speed of the fan. On the side of the case we have our mesh cutout for a 200 or 230mm fan. We've also got mesh here for our 2 included 120mm fans there. On the other side we just have a mesh here for some cooling. On the back of the case we have our included 120mm fan here, your motherboard input output section, and our 7 expansion bays, as well as the power supply section. And we also have these 4 rubber grommets for water cooling tubing. So one of the features that the Phantom has, which I think pretty much all cases should have, is this section removed here from the motherboard tray. The main reason for this is so that if you are going to be changing your CPU cooling options, for instance, if you were using the stock cooler and then you would put like a Corsair H50 or H70 or something in it, normally you would have to take the whole motherboard out so you can attach the plates and everything that's needed for the new cooling system. With this it's great. All you need to do is take the back side off the case, and then it reveals the back of the motherboard, and then you can just change everything on there without having to pull everything out. We've also got some fantastic features here for cable management. So we've got 4 rubber grommets here to put all the cables behind, and we also have all these little metal grooves here which will allow you to put cable ties around the back and basically just keep it a nice clean system without having wires going everywhere. So here are the toolless 5¼ inch drive bays. So what I mean by toolless is, for instance, if you wanted to install a drive bay here, all you need to do is unclip that. Obviously take the slot out from the front and open the door and put the drive in. Once that's in, you just pull this back, and as you can see there's these 2 little metal pieces here which will then push into the drive and hold it in position, and we also then just click that into spot, and that's not going anywhere. And you can also see they have actually included some additional screw holes if you wanted to be extra. Down here we have our 7 3½ and 2½ inch drive bays. So in order to install a hard drive in this, all you do is pull this out. If you're using 2.5, you will have to screw the drive into place, but if it's 3.5, you can see we have these little metal and rubber grommets here. Basically you just push those all out, and then you just put the drive in there, clip them all in place, and that's going to hold the drive steady, and then you just slide that back in. Over here we have our cables and fan controllers, and you can also see we have the rubber feet for the power supply. So that means that you can have the fan facing downwards so it's not blowing hot air up onto your graphics card. And let's have a quick look at what comes in the box of accessories here. Alright, so we've got the user guide. Alright, so we've got some cable ties there, some metal brackets, and then we've got a whole bunch of different kinds of screws. Thanks for checking out the unboxing, guys. Unfortunately, I am going to be giving this case away, so I'm not going to get the chance to do a full review on it and give you my thoughts, but just sort of cliff notes, I guess, from what I've seen so far in terms of cable management and cooling and all that, and just the overall style as well. I'm pretty impressed with this case, but hopefully, you know, I'll get some more cases in the future so that I can do the unboxing and then do the written review as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe.